plant breeding. This topic includes introduction, history of plant breeding in India, objectives of plant breeding, scope of plant breeding, undesirable effect of plant breeding, breeding system in crop plants, last one, methods of plant breeding. First, introduction. The agricultural food production in India had increased from merely 50.82 million tons in 1950-51 to 30.67 million tons in 2007-8. That represents an increasing of over 350% during the year of 37 years because of the Green Revolution. Green Revolution in India started by M.S. Swaminathan. So, M.S. Swaminathan is commonly called as father of Green Revolution in India. Next, during this period, there was an increase of 27.87% in cultivated area, while yield per hectare increased by 255%. As a result, the nation became almost self-sufficient in food grain production. So, initially, during the time of 37 years in India, cultivated area has increasing to 27%. At the same way, yield per hectare also increasing to 255%. Next, the population in India has growing at an alarming rate around 2.5% per year. This makes it necessary that the food grain production should also increase at least at the same rate or even at the faster rate to improve the nutritional status of masses. Next, the above increasing in crop in yield result from increased quantum and better management of inputs such as fertilizers, irrigation water, plant protection and cultural practice, and from improved crop variety. So, food grain production can increasing by proper maintaining of fertilizers or proper supply of fertilizers and irrigation water along with the plant protection programs and newly developed or highly advanced cultural practice along with the improved crop varieties. So, improved crop varieties can produce with the help of genetic modification. Next, plant breeding consisting of the principles and methods required for favorably changing the genetic constitution of crop plants. So, initially we can increasing the food grain production with the help of genetically modified plants by inserting resistant variety of genes or high yielding genes or some other gene introducing methods. Next, this activity usually produce crop varieties better suited to human needs in one or more aspect than the existing one. So, with the help of plant breeding program, we can produce better suited human needs. So, human need high content of proteins, carbohydrate along with the lipid content. So, with the help of plant breeding programs, we can produce the crop containing these types of content. History of plant breeding in India. Organized agriculture research in India date back to 1871 when the government of India created the Department of Agriculture. So, initially during the time of 1871, British government established Department of Agriculture. Next, in 1905, the Imperial Agriculture Research Institute was established in Pusa, now in Bihar. This was an first agriculture research institute in India. So, first agriculture research in India is Empirical Agriculture Research Institute established at Pusa by British government. Next, the building of this institute were damaged by earthquake in 1934. The institute was therefore shifted to present location in New Delhi in 1936. During the time of 1936, Empirical Agriculture Research Institute was transferred or shifted to New Delhi. So, next one, the name of the institute was changed to its present one, that is Indian Agricultural Research Institute, that is IARI, in year 1946. So, Empirical Agriculture Institute name was changed to Indian Agriculture Research Institute IARI during the time of 1946. Next one is agricultural colleges were established at Kanpur, Pune, Sabaur, Lailapur and Coimbatore between the year 1901 to 1905. The main objectives of these colleges was to impart agriculture education and training. So during the time of 1901 to 1905, various states were established its own agricultural college. For the main objective is impart agriculture education and training. So next one is the Empirical Council of Agricultural Research was established 1929. Its name was later changed to present Indian Council of Agricultural Research ICAR in 1946. So finally, Imperial Agriculture Research Institute was later changed to Indian Council of Agriculture Research ICAR in 1946. Next one is objectives of plant breeding, in which first one higher yield. Most of the breeding program aim at higher crop yields and its main objective of plant breeding programs. It is achieved by developing more efficient genotypes, for example hybrid varieties. So main objectives of plant breeding program is higher yield. So higher yielding with the help of genetically modified plants. So genetically modified plant with the help of modified genotypes. So next object is improved quality. The quality of plant produce determine its suitability for various uses. Quality character vary from one crop to another. Example, grain size, color, milling and baking quality in wheat, cooking quality in rice. So quality of the grains or crops vary from one plant to another plant. So in wheat plant, grain size, color, milling and baking quality is most important. Along the same way, in rice plant, cooking quality is most important. So this quality can increased by plant breeding programs. Third one is disease and insect resistance. Resistant varieties offer the cheapest and most efficient and environmental safe method of disease and pest management. In some cases, they offer the only feasible means of control. For example, rust in wheat. Resistant varieties not only increase production but also stabilize it. So initially plant crops are affected by disease and insect. So we can protect the plant from disease and insect, spray chemical. With the help of this chemical can increasing the hazardous substance in the environmental condition. But with the help of plant breeding program, we can increasing the disease resistance power. So it is a environmental safe method. So due to this, production of crops or the production of yield can increases. So next one is change in maturity duration. Breeding for early maturing crop varieties or varieties suitable for different dates of planting may be an important objective in many crops. This would permit new crop rotation and extend the crop areas. For example, the development of wheat varieties suitable for late planting has permitted rice wheat rotation. So with the help of early maturing crop varieties, we can rotate the new crop in new areas along with the same areas. So next objective is agronomic character. Modification of agronomic character such as plant height, tillering, branching, erect or trailing habit, etc. is obtained desirable. For example, dwarfness in cereals is generally associated with lodging resistance and fertilizer responsiveness. So initially with the help of plant breeding program, we can increasing the plant height or decreasing the plant height. So next one is tillering. In rice plant, we can increasing the tillering capacity. Next one is branching, erect or trailing habitat. With the help of plant breeding program, we can increasing the agronomic characters of food crops. Next object, plant and thermo-insensitivity. The development of photo-insensitive and thermo-insensitive wheat and photo-insensitive rice varieties has permitted to cultivated in new area. Rice is now cultivated in Punjab, while wheat is a major ruby crop in West Bengal. In case of wheat, photo period insensitive is due to gene PPD1 and PPD2. which slowly show polymorphic gene action. With the help of plant breeding program, we can change the photo and thermo insensitivity of plant. It can help to plant can cultivated in new area. For example, wheat is mainly cultivated in Punjab, but now wheat is also cultivated in West Bengal. At the same way, West Bengal is the major state for the production of rice variety. So at the same way, rice can now cultivated in Punjab. So next objective is synchronized maturity. Synchronous maturity is highly desirable in crop like moong where several picking is necessary. Synchronized maturity means all the crops are matured at the same time. It helps to harvesting of crop plants. It can be gained by plant breeding programs. So next objective is non-shattering character. This feature would be greater value in crop like moong where shattering is a major problem in case of many commercial varieties. So non-shattering character means plant like Papilionaceae members or Fabaceae members along with the plant production legume or pod kind of fruit, they disperse the seeds when mature. It can be reduced with the help of plant breeding program. Due to shattering, we can lose the food grains or pulses or cereals. It can be decreased with the help of plant breeding programs. Next objective is determinate growth. Development of varieties with determinate growth habitat is desirable in crop like moong, pigeon pea, cotton, etc. Next object, dormancy. In some crops, seed germinate even before harvesting if there are rain at the time of maturity. For example, moong, barley, etc. A period of dormancy in such crops would check the loss due to post-harvest rain, but in some crops it may be desirable to remove dormancy. So dormancy. So in some crops, what happened? When seeds present within the pod, they will germinate because of the unusual rain. It can decrease us or lose the yield. It can be the dormancy rate can be increasing with the help of plant breeding programs. So next objective is varieties for new season. Traditionally maize is kharif crop, but scientists were now able to grow maize as a rabi and zaid crop. Similarly, moong is now growing as a summer crop in addition to main kharif crop. So with the help of plant breeding program, we can change the growing seasons of some crops. For example, maize. Maize is a major kharif crop, but now it is cultivated as a rabi crop along with zaid crop. At the same way, moong bean. Next objective is moisture stress and salt resistance. Development of varieties of rain-fed area and for saline soil would be helpful in increasing crop production in India. With the help of plant breeding program, we can produce moisture resistance varieties along with salt resistance varieties. Next objective, eliminations of toxic substances. Some crop have toxic substances which must be eliminated to make them safe for consumption. For example, kesari, that is Lythyrus sativa, seeds having neurotoxic. Similarly, brassica oil has uric acid which is harm to human health. Removal of such toxic substance would increasing the nutritional value of this crop. Next is scope of plant breeding. First one, genetic manipulation of population by increasing the frequency of desirable allele in cross-pollinated crops and introducing male sterility in self-pollinated crop like wheat and rice. Next, intensive breeding of pulses and oilseed crops as it was done in cereals and other crops. Next, proper breeding method with improved crop management practices. Next, use of heritability method with improved crop management practice. Next, development of improved high yielding varieties of vegetables and seed crops. Next, quality improvement in oilseed and vegetables. Next, use of transgenic plant as a medicine. Next, development of varieties such as desirable for mechanical threshing and cultivation.